Because you love wrestling.
Get out the insurance cards, get out the co-pays. The office is open, my friends.
Yo, everybody,
Brought
it's
to you
your
by
ride.
drroto.com.
So let's get to it. Bring the pain!
What's up, everybody? This is Heat Override, and I'm ready to bring the pain for you and Dr. Roto this week. Ooh, yeah. As you know, we got WWE Elimination Chamber this Saturday. I thought none other better way than do a Bring the Pain with a panel of people. One's a little late. Tips will be here. What's up, Dan? What's up, Crissi? How y'all doing today?
I'm
Ladies,
good.
ladies first.
I'm good.
You good? You good, Dan?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Easy day at work.
That's the best part. I only had the half day, so I can't say I worked too hard, but I'm ready for some Elimination Chamber, some wrestling talking, some cold beers. We got a bold rock right now. It's a lemonade. Crissi Rae, what you got?
Yeah, like White Claw.
White Claw.
Nice.
Dan, was that a Miller Lite I saw?
Always, man. I always have a Miller Lite with me.
While everybody piles in here, we also have Tips. Tips is a subscriber at Dr. Roto. He's going to be coming in shortly. But we're here to talk about the Elimination Chamber in WWE. How was the build leading up to the Elimination Chamber for you so far, Dan?
Kind of lackluster, truthfully. I wasn't a fan. I'm not a fan of the Becky Lynch and AJ Lee match. Not a fan of the Finn Balor CM Punk match. And I don't like 6 of the people in the Elimination Chamber matches. So I'm just not a fan of this card.
You know, I knew you was gonna say something. Crissi Rae, what about you?
Yeah, it's kind of boring to me too. I have to work, so I'm really not going to be able to see a lot of it until I get home. So yeah, I'm kind of bored with it too. I don't know what's going to happen.
So, as we all know, that the WWE, as of right now, and as of Raw last night, we don't think anything's going to be added after SmackDown, but it's going to be Becky Lynch, AJ Lee, CM Punk, Finn Balor, the women's Elimination Chamber match, and then the men's Elimination Chamber match. The build, I will agree with. The build was a little lackluster. It didn't seem too rushed, especially when you're filling the last 2 spots on a night. You bring out Brock Lesnar. He's not part of the Elimination Chamber. He literally comes out, really doesn't do much, and then just leaves. And it didn't serve anything. Dan, did you like that Brock Lesnar skit?
No, it was awful. What is he there for? I mean, I hope it's to set up him and Oba, but I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna do that to Oba right now because everyone has to squash to Brock. Everyone.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I mean, I hope they don't do that to Oba right now because he's probably the best thing on the show right now.
And I agree with that. What's up, Taka Abby? Is that right? Taka Abby and Sam Solomon, what up? It's nice to see y'all. Crissi Rae, what did Brock Lesnar do for you last night?
Yeah, nothing. I really thought Oba was going to come out when he when he issued that challenge. I thought it was going to be Oba myself. And then nobody came out. So,
it was so bad. What was that again?
I was confused on what even was going on with Brock last night. I was really lost.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, for me, why did you pay that much money to not make him part of the Elimination Chamber? Like, you brought him in the Monday prior.
No one wants to see that anymore. No one wants to see Brock Lesnar in an Elimination Chamber ever again.
Okay, so that being said, I agree with you. We don't really need that, I guess. So let's get some superstars in there that's going to put this on. But, I mean, they did put Randy Orton in there. And, I mean, if we were trying to get all the like, let's say, the old Siege out, even though Cody's practically the new Siege, and that's what everybody's filled with in here, then why have Orton? You know, I guess maybe Orton just fit in, kind of did his thing. But for me, that's where if we're not going to put Brock in there, then we shouldn't have put Orton in there. Maybe that's where somebody like Jacob Fatu should have went in or something like that. Do you agree with that, Crissi?
Isn't he hurt? Oh no, no, he didn't get hurt.
All right. So Jacob Fatu instead of Randy Orton.
Yeah, but Jacob and Cody were getting into it for a little while there, and then they just kind of ended that.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that either. And so things are getting a little confusing on Raw and SmackDown.
I can see that.
I don't. Why did they end the Jacob Fatu and Cody?
Because they're going for the belt. That's practically it. Dan?
That was getting exciting to me, and then they just kind of flatlined that.
All right, Dan, what do you think about that?
I agree. I agree with her, but they have Randy Orton in there because Randy Orton sells tickets.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And even though Cody's in the
reason why
Elimination Chamber,
people want to go. People want to see him.
That's it. And what were you going to say, Crissi?
I think I want Randy to win the Elimination Chamber.
I mean, that would throw everything off. Then you would get Randy and you would get Drew McIntyre, and then Randy could have a chance of winning his 16th championship, which would be kind of cool. So that's kind of a little nice addition too. So I do like the fact that Orton is in that match. We're gonna cover that match completely and everything when we get to it as well too. But even the girls, I understand why some of them in there, some of them are in there. Like I'd rather have seen Kiana James than Last Legend right now, because it felt like if they would have put Last Legend in this match, that would have been them forcing Last Legend down our throat, and we don't want that. And that's what turns off people from the WWE sometimes, is that they're confusing people like Crissi Rae just said. And they're unappealing to people like you at the moment, Dan. So thinking about, before we get into the actual match breakdown and everything like that, do you feel the same? Dan, you did say you didn't really like so many of the people in the Elimination Chambers. Does Kiana James, Raquel Rodriguez, are those some of the names that you could have did without?
I could do without Raquel Rodriguez every day. But I mean, like she did. She's sloppy. She's sloppy in the ring, man. I mean, Big Mommy cool. She wants to be Diesel. I mean, come on, man. It's just not good. It's not good writing. It's not.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with that 100%. Crissi Rae, what are your views of Raquel? And do you agree with the match, the people in the match, like Kiana James? I know that Ripley Stratton should all be there and everything.
I don't like Raquel. I'm not a big fan of Kiana. I'm with it. I like Rhea. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like Alexa, and I like Tippy Time. I don't like Raquel, and I don't like Kiana James.
All right. Well, let's welcome Tips in. How you doing, Tips? Can you hear us?
Good. Yes. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good.
Man.
Good. Glad to hear that. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I'm happy to have it. This is a crazy kind of little thing. So Dan, Tips is one of the subscribers of Dr. Roto. Crissi Rae. It's Tips. This is the guy that be slaying it in our chat and stuff like that. We be talking DFS football and all that crazy great stuff. So we were just about to get into the actual breakdown. We were just talking about pretty much who belongs in these matches, who doesn't. We were talking about the Elimination Chamber, Kiana James and Raquel, and how that, both Dan and Crissi are against Raquel being there. I know why she's there, but I don't. I would have rather had somebody else. But hey, that's what we got. We got that. And then when we move over to the men's Elimination Chamber, we were talking about Brock not actually being part of that, but Brock just doing this weird stint on Monday. So that's where we're at. So since you're here now, what did you think about Brock on Monday?
I feel like he is a veteran, definitely Hall of Famer, and I don't know. I feel like they could be doing more, but at the same time, I also understand they need to build the stars for the future.
Yeah.
So I just think there could be more storyline with him, but at the same time, we're also building Gunther as the career killer, the new Randy Orton era.
Yeah.
So I also feel like he could be on Gunther's list as well to build him for the future. But
Yeah.
very very underwhelming, I think.
Yeah, it's so you just brought up a good thing about Gunther. Gunther lost to Evans in that match, and it just seemed like this wasn't a perfect opportunity where the WWE would have just put Gunther in there, but they didn't. They put Evans in there, which was a surprise, and I think that that's been what Crissi and Dan were talking about, kind of a lackluster build to this card for the WWE. At the same time, kind of just an overall, it felt like it was thrown together, but there's slim opportunity. Is that what you read from this tips?
Correct, correct. And I think they're saving Gunther versus Lesnar for SummerSlam.
Okay.
SummerSlam, I think, is what is it, Indianapolis?
Yeah, I
Uh,
think so.
That,
And we can
that was
look that up.
that was last year. I think it's in
Okay.
Minnesota this year.
oh, that's right. So, to my understanding, Brock Lesnar is from Minnesota, so maybe
Oh,
they would have him go out in his hometown. So that's
that's
kind of where I
good.
think they're headed. Yeah.
I like
So
that. It is Minnesota too. I didn't look at that. That's a perfect. That would be a perfect
yeah.
send off for Brock because I heard there was speculation that he might have a UFC fight or some kind of a fight for another promotion. Now that could just be hearsay on the X, Twitter, Twix, whatever you want to call it. But for me, that's something I kind of saw. And I mean, with a lot of money, Netflix throws Brock Lesnar a lot of money. We could see him in a real fight. But I like the build up to Gunther at SummerSlam. It makes it perfect. But that would just feel weird that that's the last time we would ever see Brock Lesnar, wouldn't it, Dan? What do you think?
Uh, I, I wouldn't care if Brock Lesnar never wrestled again. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired. Like it's suplex F5 pin. I'm done with it. It's been 10 years of that.
Crissi Rae?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Brock Lesnar either. I agree. I agree with Dan. I don't care to never see him again either. So
Tips? Are we just gonna smash out Brock Lesnar with Gunther and continue creating the Legend Killer?
Yeah, I think so. He's already got Goldberg under his belt. He's got John Cena, AJ Styles now. So I can foresee Brock Lesnar, and if they ever brought back Chris Jericho, I could foresee Chris Jericho getting retired by Lesnar. Recently, I have been watching the past pay-per-views starting from 2004 Royal Rumble, and currently I'm like halfway through the year. But Brock Lesnar back in the to that era he was a dominant beast, especially his rivalry with Eddie Guerrero. That was a good. Yeah. But now you're right. Like Dan said, it's just suplex F5, and that's it.
It's gotten kind of practically boring with Brock Lesnar. Well,
and too bland.
Yeah, it's almost like Cena, but worse, because at least Cena showed up every week. Everybody forgets how much they don't want to see Brock or these superstars that come back until they come back, unless it's Roman. And even Roman sometimes wears on a lot of us, right?
Oh yes. And then he made one appearance after the Rumble, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
anytime I get to see my tribal chief is a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't lie though. I love hearing that music. And you're just like, yeah. And you just want to do that. And then it's always great to hear him say, acknowledge me. It's that's just the good stuff. All right. Well, let's get to our first match of the night. Well, not of maybe their night, because they're probably going to start with the women's Elimination Chamber at the beginning. I assume that's happening, and then they'll roll Lynch and AJ Lee. But the first match we're covering is Becky Lynch and AJ Lee for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Dan, take it from there. Who do you got winning, and how do you see this match going down?
I think AJ Lee wins because she got brought back to win.
Okay.
Becky built the title up. The promos have been terrible throughout this feud. The build is not very good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how AJ does in a singles match because we haven't seen it in 10 plus years.
Yeah.
But I hope it's worth it because I think Becky is a good enough wrestler to carry her if she does make mistakes.
I agree. Tips. Who's your pick, and how do you see this match going down?
I agree with Dan. I would like to see AJ Lee win. I can see it and envision it. The promos have been very bland. Becky's promos as of late have been the best. I understand her character, but at the same time, she's also been very self-centered around herself, and she really cares about how others view her inside the wrestling world and outside the wrestling world. But I understand, it is her character and how she portrays herself. But
yeah,
I would like to see AJ Lee win and then CM Punk win, and they both have the titles essentially going into Mania. But that's another story. Who leaves WrestleMania with the titles? So I can see them building something up for Mania, but they do need to, get on that ball a little more to create more momentum for storylines.
I agree with that. Crissi Rae, who's your pick in this match, and how do you see it going down as well?
I want AJ Lee to win, and Becky has become quite annoying to me. I can't deal with her. She's just so annoying to me anymore. I can't do it anymore. So I hope AJ wins. I will be right back though. I gotta let a dog out.
Yeah. So that being said, going off of what Crissi said, Dan, and what you said, Tips, I agree. I feel that it would be nice to see AJ Lee with Intercontinental Championship right now. It's something she never had a chance to win. They didn't have that belt back then. It would give a kind of a segue in kind of, if we're gonna get this with Becky, where people like all of you, or like even like Crissi Rae was just saying, with like how annoying she's become, maybe it's time for Becky to take a step away. Maybe Seth isn't coming back till after Mania. Get rid of them both till after Mania, and then bring them back. But for right now, give that belt to AJ Lee so she can hold it for just over a month until Mania, and then match her up with somebody else that we're going to pass this belt off to that can work this belt. This is a belt that somebody like Kiana James, or maybe a Last Legend, or, I would even say like Jade Cargill should have had this belt before she has the championship belt, because nobody really likes what she's doing. She's not really that great wrestler. She hasn't performed at a top-notch level consistently for any type of time. She's literally she's like Brock Lesnar with just as many moves. And am I wrong about that, Dan?
Who are you talking about?
I'm
talking about
Last Legend, right? Yeah, she's not good, but I wouldn't want to see her face AJ for it. Mm-hmm. I hope they go in the direction of, when AJ wins the title, that Roxanne Perez faces her, because it's teacher versus student. She looked up to her the whole time. I hope they run with that whole storyline, and I hope it's those two at Mania.
I love that. Tips, what do you think about that right there? Roxanne Perez versus AJ Lee.
I love it. Lately Roxanne's promos have been great. She's got her confidence back. You could tell she has that strut and charisma. I definitely can see that happening. That's a big, I wasn't picturing that, but I can see it.
Dude, me either, man. Now I'm thirsty for it. We need this to happen.
Her But she's hurt right now.
Roxanne?
Is she hurt?
Mhm.
I didn't know she was hurt.
Do you
Mhm.
think she'll be back?
So I don't. Will she be back in time for Mania?
Even 2 weeks
Yeah.
to build? I don't know. We'll still put it out there because I think really that would be a great way to give somebody who has had championship experience, somebody who could be almost as villainous as Becky Lynch, but right now give a push to a younger wrestler rather than having hot-headed Becky Lynch running their mouth on practically a beginner's belt. And I don't mean any disrespect to it, but it could be used as a beginner's belt, right? Tips?
Correct. I just picture the Intercontinental Championship. Back in the day when we had The Rock going for it, we had Stone Cold, and then now fast forward a few years later, you had Edge and Christian and Chris Jericho, and now they're all main eventers. They're all Hall of Famers. So you definitely need that belt to mean a little more to bring up the younger talent so they can go into the main event scene. So you definitely need that stepping stone.
Sorry about that. Dan, what do you think about that as well, too?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a secondary belt, so I mean, that's basically your top mid quarter has that belt.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think that's a perfect way to do it. Have the younger talent fight for it, and have all the experienced people fight for the other titles.
Correct.
Crissi Rae, who would you love to see have the Intercontinental Championship on the women's side after Mania? Who do you think would build? I know it's a hard question, but I would say for me, this would be a perfect opportunity for Sol Ruka, but I don't think that she can get it. I don't think that she's going to see her way there. And for me, because she has her title shot for the 10, against JC Jane, which we'll be hearing about. We'll probably be hearing them after this podcast because we know we got NXT on. So yeah, let's get to what's that? Did somebody say something? No.
I don't know, but Sol Ruka is a good one.
Yeah, but then she would have to lose and then come up and have some kind of a chance. So maybe that's a Mania build, but I don't know.
You know what would be a good match would be Bayley versus Becky for the belt, because Bayley gave up her spot last year at Mania for Becky.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would be a good swerve. And if not, I can also see like Lyra Valkyria going for the belt, or maybe having a fatal 4-way. Having some type of storyline that intersects all those crossroads.
No, actually, that's perfect. Dan, Lyra Valkyria getting that title after Mania. I don't mind that. Do you?
Yeah, she already had it twice.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the point? Either give her and Bayley the tag team titles, or let her go on a championship run with a different belt. She already had that belt.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. See, this is why we have a panel. Everybody gets into one thing. We got Dan flips us back. Hey, now we're back. But I do like the Bayley flip in. That would be a nice swerve. No one would see that. And at the same time, I like that trade-off. I'd like to see it sooner, but it's not going to happen sooner. But that would be really good. So for my pick, I agree with all of you. With AJ Lee winning, but man, Becky Lynch wants to give this title up, so I'm picking AJ Lee. I almost pulled an Ernest Medic from the weekend.
It's unanimous.
All right, let's move along.
It's unanimous decision. We all chose AJ Lee.
Yeah. It's unanimous.
Yeah.
We could get that for plus 320. That'd be great.
Yeah.
All right, let's move along to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We gotta do this. In this corner, we have the defending heavyweight champion of the world, CM Punk. In this corner, we've got the demon vowing from the bottoms of the hills. He's gonna rise. Finn Balor. Dan, who you got winning? What do you see happening?
I'm not going to lie. I would love to see Finn Balor win the title because he is my favorite wrestler in WWE right now. Because Kevin Owens is hurt. But
He's hurt.
Yeah, Finn Balor is my favorite wrestler. He has been for a long time. He's not the best on the mic, but his in-ring skills, I think, are levels above everybody else right now. He could do it all. I hope he wins, but he won't. CM Punk's going to win this match, and it's going to be CM Punk and Roman Reigns for the title. I hope Dom interferes and costs him the match, and it's Finn Balor and Dom for the title, for the IC title at WrestleMania.
Finally. Tips, you look like you got jacked up off of that. Who you got winning?
Yeah.
But go off of that. Feed off of that, man.
No, that's perfect. He hit it on the head. I can also see him coming out as maybe the Demon, bringing that character back. He does bring him out for special events or special occasions. I could see him. I do see CM Punk winning because I can't envision them trying to mess up the main event for WrestleMania, especially with ticket sales being so low. That's a big main event. But I like Dan's prediction of Dom coming out trying to help him, but it's essentially costing him the match, and then turning his attention to Dom, and then that probably will be the breakup of the Judgment Day inevitably.
Yeah. Crissi Rae, what do you got to say?
I like Finn Balor as the Demon. I do like Finn Balor as a Demon. I don't like him with the Judgment Day, but I have to go CM Punk. It's in Chicago.
Yeah, that is true.
But he did beat Balor in his hometown.
Oh, that's true too. Oh, there's that. There's that. I'm still gonna go CM Punk though, just because. But if he comes out as the Demon, I'm going Finn Balor.
I mean, we'll talk a little bit. Let's just keep the box because that's its own topic at the end of the show. Let's talk about the box. Do you guys think that the Demon Finn Balor is in that box?
No.
Tips? No?
I think so.
I don't think so either.
No.
I can tell you who I think it is.
You gotta wait. You can wait on that though.
I gotta wait.
We gotta wait. I know. I didn't want to bring up the box because I had seen that question come up. I had thought about it myself too with Finn Balor, and I only want to bring it up for that right now because I really want to talk about that box. I mean, actually, we could just get right into it. We could just get. She's grabbing me a beer. She's getting me a beer. So
could it also, that main event at WrestleMania, could it also possibly turn into a triple threat if CM Punk either probably loses to Finn Balor and then he tries to go for his rematch and that turn into a triple threat? Yeah.
So Dan was thinking that the triple threat for Mania is going to be what happens, and we'll be talking about that in the Elimination Chamber with Drew McIntyre off. There's going to be Drew McIntyre interference and Jacob Fatu, and we're going to talk about that. But for me, if we don't get that, say we get, just relatively thinking right now, we get Cody and Drew McIntyre. If this becomes a triple threat match, that's what you want to see: CM Punk, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio?
No, CM Punk, Finn Balor, and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble, man. He's in the main event.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I totally wrote him off. I was thinking about that. Look at me, I'm being an idiot. But no, you're right. That could cause a problem, but I don't know if the interference by Dom would warrant enough like, let's say, machismo towards Finn Balor to say that he could step in on a match like CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. That's just my opinion. So
that makes
Tips.
sense.
You think so? So keep it one-on-one.
Yeah, I think so. That'd be a bigger, I think, money draw instead of adding more names to the fray.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
give Finn his own match, and like I like Dan's. Like I said, Dan. Yeah, I think I didn't even think of that. That's great. Dom versus, because he hasn't really had any real challengers for his belts.
No.
You know?
And he pinned him. He pinned Finn Balor to win the title.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was it with interference?
No, he pinned Finn Balor in a ladder match to win the Intercontinental title.
Wow.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There's some animosity there.
That's
Crissi
right.
Rae, you kind of stepped out for a second, grabbed some beers and everything like that.
I heard.
I know. Do you think that it's Demon Finn Balor in the box? Don't give your prediction right now. Yes or no? Do you think it's
Don't get my prediction. What? What do you?
So do you think it's Finn Balor demon form in the box? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. All right. We'll do the box before we get to the Elimination Chambers. Everybody's kind of eager to do the box. I guess it's a good segue right now. So for me, of course, I'm going to be picking CM Punk as well. I actually love the finish with Dom getting involved. They made that evident this week at the last promo when they said that, and they showed up in numbers against CM Punk. Now we have a numbers game. They're making it presence with one screw up. That can easily deflate the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day has been stale. They're trying to hold it together for Liv Morgan. It's not working for me. It needs to go. I don't like Roxanne Perez part of it. I don't care for Raquel Rodriguez if they want to put her and Liv Taylor back together and just send them off together, whatever they're going to do, win a title or not. I don't care.
Liv Morgan, you mean? You said Liv Taylor.
I don't want to lose you.
Liv Taylor.
Oh, I don't want to miss a thing. No, I'm just messing. Okay. Yes, Liv Morgan. I went a little on that. That got made fun of. Tips, what do you think about that?
No, I think is right. So you got Finn who lost to Mysterio. Then you have Liv Morgan who eliminated Raquel Rodriguez at the Royal Rumble. So there's already tension within the group. The only one that there's only one member who doesn't really have any friction with anyone. So you have all these four members that are, even though they're buddy on screen, there's that animosity. So they can build on that, and that's how the group will explode. Because was it last week they didn't come out to save Dom? They just let him out, and he confronted them this week. You know, why didn't you? And they apologized, but you could tell there's friction there.
Yeah, and this isn't the first time, and it hasn't been brought together. Dan, what do you think about that?
Oh man, the implosion of the Judgment Day. Everybody's been waiting for the last 2 years now. Everybody's been waiting. Everybody. I don't know about you guys, but solo Finn Balor is so much better than Judgment Day Finn Balor.
Yeah.
We need the Prince Finn Balor back. We don't need Judgment Day Finn Balor.
I agree. Crissi Rae, take it from there. You seem to have the same thoughts as Dan as well too. What are your thoughts about that as well from Finn?
I like Demon Finn Balor.
All right. So it looks like we have a prediction of Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania. I love it. I think that they need to build that now. I feel the same way. It feel like they wanted Liv Morgan to keep the Judgment Day together. She got hurt. It destroyed everything. Everybody almost forgot they were even together. And now we're getting them all back again. And this is just all tension. And they're pinning each other, throwing each other over ropes. This is a big build. I think that right now we nailed this on the panel that's got to be their matchup. Because as Tips was talking about earlier, and I've had a problem with, and I'm writing Dominic Mysterio in my write-up because he has a title, and he was amazing leading up, and then it was right there around Royal Rumble. He just fizzled out. They didn't even use him. They had him off camera for a little bit. Now they're bringing him back. He doesn't even have a match. I thought this would have been the point to put him in a match. There's clearly saving him for Mania, and for me, I want to see the breakup. I want to see this go down, and we got CM Punk winning. Oh yeah.
And I think Mania is where Crissi gets her wish. I think he comes out as the demon to fight the Judgment Day.
Oh yeah, because he always hated JD McDummy anyway, right?
No, he trained him.
That's his boy.
Yeah, he trained him.
Yeah. Anyway, big old Funko Pop head guy. I'll just say.
And
jeans.
I have a bold prediction. I think while we're talking about Dominic Mysterio, so back to Gunther, so how he's retiring all the old timers in the business. I think we see a Dominic Mysterio babyface turn babyface when Gunther sets his eyes on Rey Mysterio to try to retire him, and then we get a Dominic Mysterio save, and that's when he becomes babyface.
I would love it.
Yeah, that's my bold prediction.
Don't make me like Dom.
I want to like Dom.
I can't see him being a babyface though. I mean, if he keeps cheating like Eddie did and people still like him, you know what I mean? If he's a babyface and he still cheats to win, then I could see it. But I don't see him straight up out wrestling anybody in the WWE.
That led to Eddie beating Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, if he does what Eddie did, if they put him on the Eddie path, I could see it.
I would love it. And right now, I just want to say, get rid of Liv Morgan.
Yes. I can't stand her.
I love Liv Morgan.
I can't stand Liv Morgan. I want to punch my TV every time she's on it.
I love Liv Morgan.
I can't. I want to punch my TV every time she's on it.
If I was actually a good producer right now, I'd put a face of Liv Morgan up right now just to piss her off.
Man.
Let's keep
She's nice to look at too. So.
Oh my God! Stop right there.
Jessie Jane. No, I'm just
stop! I can't stand her either.
Yeah, but that was the magic of Eddie. Whether he was a heel or babyface, everyone loved him. That was just the magic.
It is. It's the magic I feel that some people thought Chris Benoit had, but I feel that Eddie did it better.
Yeah, and big time on a whole other level.
I gotta say, he was probably the first tweener.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
He was always a tweener.
Yeah, he was a tweener, but I'd like a guy who was playing, because Shawn was still good or bad at some point, right? But and that's the same with Randy Orton. But Randy Orton's like the new age tweener. But when I go back and I think about Eddie Guerrero, he was able to evolve, kind of like what Steve Austin did. He was able to evolve that bad character, and instead of just one match, people just started falling in love with Latino Heat. So it was cool.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's awesome. Like I said, I'm watching all the old pay-per-views, so when it's just crazy, just the nostalgia, it was really a magical time. I mean, now it's still now, but just back then, it's like you never really know what you had till it's gone. You know?
Yeah. So let's flip it to it. Let's get to, before we get to the EC, the Elimination Chamber matches. Let's get it. Who's in the box? I'll start. I think it's Chris Jericho. I said this. I think it's Chris Jericho. He comes out to break the walls down. That's when the thing slams down. You maybe might get a countdown, and he's a WWE Hall of Fame entrance. Now, I do have this. This is going to lead to a question later, and about Chris Jericho. And the reason why I feel that this leads to a question later, it'll be the last question that we do on this show, is because when we were talking earlier and talking about Gunther retiring legends, and it was you, Tips. You brought up Chris Jericho, right?
Yes.
That would be a perfect retirement to set up Chris Jericho for the question that I have at the end of the show. So that's my prediction. Crissi Rae, who's in the box? Who's in the box? Sounds like a game.
I really have no idea, and I don't think it's Jericho because he still has a contract with AEW.
And he's on tour right now, I think, in
And he's on
London.
tour with Ozzy. I really don't know who's in the box. I have nothing for you right now. I've been thinking about it, but I really have nothing.
Tips? Who's in the box?
Yeah, you're putting me on the spot.
It's John Cena.
John Cena.
You still can't
Better-
see him. You That's why you can't see him.
There's my prediction.
Better storylines.
Storylines. Dan, you got somebody?
All right. So in AEW, he showed up in a box. His contract is up for AEW. It's Danhausen.
It's gonna be Danhausen. He might be right. I think he's right. Tips?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. He did. I want to say Chris Jericho like you, but given the fact like how Chrissy said his contracts, I think his contract's frozen or something's up with his contract at
it's
AEW. And then knowing the fact that he's on tour right now, I just can't picture that. And there's just no, I don't want to say OGs that I can picture in the box that'll come back that make it that big of a reveal.
Yeah.
I'm stumped.
All right. So we can't figure out who's going to be in the box. Here's my worst possible scenario of who's in the box. It better be Danhausen, right? It better be. But if it's not, I think the worst person that could be in that box is Charlotte Flair.
Why would Charlotte Flair be in the box?
Why would she be in the
I don't
box?
know why Charlotte Flair's in the box. I'm putting her in the box. I'm talking on my ass.
Maybe it's Andrade again. I mean, he bounces back and forth. Yeah, he just bounces back and forth.
Right?
AEW put him in a box and sent him back.
Right? There you go. Come back.
They're like, he attacked our champ. Get him out of here. We're done with that. Tips?
Maybe Bianca Belair. We haven't seen her in a while.
She just got surgery on her finger. It ain't her.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Crissi Rae.
Yeah, she did post videos about that. Yeah.
Maybe it's Britt Baker. Britt Baker.
Oh.
Britt Baker and Adam Cole.
Oh, dude, if it's Adam Cole, I'll lose my mind.
Oh, that would be cool.
Both their contracts are up in AEW.
Huh. I like that.
Evil. He's a New Japan Pro Wrestler star. He's expected to come to WWE, and that'd be a good way for him to make a good first impression, a memorable debut.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Oh, maybe it is Chris Jericho.
I truly think it's Danhausen, but
I think Dan, you just say it's Danhausen because your name is Dan Vick.
It's pointing towards Chris Jericho, Bianca Belair, or a high-profile debut.
So that would be Danhausen. It's funny, like and what's crazy is I've talked about this a couple times online about being Chris Jericho, Pot of Thunder, of course. Jericho goes on the Pot of Thunder a lot. Actually, Chris Jericho is going to be with Quarantine here at Geneva on the Lake, which is practically 50 minutes away from where we live in Erie, Pennsylvania. So I got to go raid. And so I think what I just saw, that one of the people that went to Chris Jericho's, what was it? His concert, one of the Pot of Thunder people cooked him dainties and he took them backstage and they ate the cookies. So if that was true, I might be cooking some cookies or something, man, because I want to see some Chris Jericho action. But regardless, I'm going to be there with a poster of some sort. I can't miss Chris Jericho being that close in a concert form and just not at least try to go see it because it's a Kiss cover band. So it's going to be rocking anyway. It's No Mask Kiss. So that's Crazy, Crazy Nights. That's unmasked. So, for me, hey, we'll see. But that'll be later this year. All right. I think the box was kind of a fun. It almost makes me want to like add that as like a every podcast segment.
What's in the box?
Box? Open it up. It's a can of soup.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
It's gonna be memorable for sure. Hopefully, I hope we don't. It's just not a flat, reveal.
If it's Hornswoggle, I'm done. No,
Oh god.
It's gonna be,
a little motorcycle.
it's gonna be a new belt.
It's gonna be a new belt.
I don't know.
Hey, I'll go with it.
Maybe it's
All
Vince
right.
McMahon.
It's Vince. It's a statue of Vince McMahon.
It's Vince McMahon.
Shane McMahon.
Vince and Shane are back.
Man, good call. All right, let's get to it. Women's Elimination Chamber match. We got Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Asuka or Asuka. I don't know why I said
I was
it.
like, what do you say that for?
It's spelled like Asuka.
I know.
It is. I went video games on that one. Kiana James and Raquel Rodriguez.
Raquel, bro.
I go Raquel Rodriguez. All these UFC names. I'd be getting good at this, but I'm not. So let's start off with Crissi Rae. Who was your favorite to win the match, and how do you see it going down?
I like Rhea, but I probably don't think she's gonna win.
Mhm.
I would like. I want Rhea to win. No,
Okay.
I want Alexa to win. And
You
I
want
think that's
Alexa?
gonna piss off. And I think that's gonna piss off Charlotte. And I think they're gonna
Oh.
break up.
Okay. All right. I like that. Dan, how about you?
I agree with what Chrissy said, man. I'm a big Alexa Bliss fan. Always have been. But I really like Kiana James too. Kiana James is good, man. She's really good in the ring. I don't want to see Tiffany Stratton win, but I think that's who they're going to go with. Tiffany Stratton, and it's going to be her trying to get her belt back from the person who beat her.
Yeah, I like it. All right. Tips, over to you. Who you got and how you see it going down?
Okay, so I like Raquel Rodriguez to win because Liv Morgan eliminated her from the Royal Rumble, and if Judgment Day is due to explode, this would be a good way to separate them and have Liv and Raquel as the respective champs of the different brands. Maybe see a rivalry there, and I don't want to say unification, but this would be a good way to split them up. Second place, we've already had Rhea as champion.
Yeah.
I thought she was a great champion, but if they're looking to go in a different direction, then either you got to build up the young talent in Tiffany Stratton or Kiana James.
Yeah, I like that. I really like that. When we were talking earlier, right when you popped in and everything like that, that there was really nobody that everybody was kind of like, this was actually the better of the two matches that we could see a lot more. So for me, I do see what Chrissy's talking about with Alexa Bliss, and of course Dan going back with Stratton. I could just see her going back to that, and then having that rematch go down. But the way we've actually been talking, and the way that the WWE forms stories, and that way is that if this lackluster buildup is going to produce a story, I think that the story that Elimination Chamber produces could be the elimination of the Judgment Day. And I say that because when you said Raquel winning that title or winning that shot at the title, that would be like the final straw. And then on Monday, it would either be over or there would be a big smash out. Now, from what I'm seeing is that's going to happen before Finn Balor gets screwed over, because I feel that the two single matches are going to be in the middle of the chamber matches, just the way that they set up with the Royal Rumbles and everything like that as well, too. So for me, I like that, too. This is really hard because my heart wants to go back to Ripley, but Ripley doesn't need the title right now, but I feel right now they're really not doing anything with her. She's wrestling, but she's kind of in like a limbo.
She's
nothing.
the tag team champion.
Tag team with, yeah.
Well, like
With-
single wise. All right. So for me, I'm gonna pick Stratton. I do agree with Dan. I think that Stratton goes back. For some reason, they just keep pushing Stratton. I think that Stratton is almost, and she hasn't had enough time to make people stick of her. But like true WWE fashion, they love to shove somebody down your throat. So I'm going to pick Stratton. But I think of all these, I would love to see Raquel win that fight. Going off of that, we'll go to Crissi first. Do you think that anybody interferes in this match? A comeback of some sort, anything.
Well, probably. That always happens.
But I mean, we are in a cage. People are locked out. So you think that there's a possibility?
Of course. I don't know who.
Okay.
But yeah.
Better not be Nia Jax. That should have pissed me off. I would just
Big ass. Her and her big ass annoy me.
She knows everybody.
Tips.
I mean, how can you top Jade Cargill from last year coming in to destroy?
She didn't do anything. She's starting to get on my nerves. I used to like her. She's starting to get on my nerves because she's not defending anything. She's not doing anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
I agree.
Like, she's, not,
Every heel champion does not defend their title.
she's not doing nothing at all.
But she does come out and raise her arms up like that, though. Oh man, I think I think right now they are getting a huge backlash, and I think that they're getting too much right now. They got to get that belt off her. They got to get that belt off of her. Stratton's the person to do it. I don't know. I would almost, of all these people, it would seem like Asuka would be the one that would beat her. I mean, I know that Ripley can beat her, and maybe we need that powerhouse matchup. But it just feels that if there's somebody that's going to beat her, it's either Stratton or Asuka in this matchup. Do you agree with that, Dan?
Yeah, but I mean that would send somebody to SmackDown. So who would, out of the people from Raw that could win, who would go to SmackDown and make more sense?
That's a good question. Tips.
If we're talking who would go to SmackDown to face Jade, out of these contenders, the two, the first, I'm still sticking to Raquel Rodriguez. I feel strongly could stand toe to toe with her, and then Rhea Ripley, but she is a tag team champion, so they would have to strip her of the title.
That's right.
Tiffany's too.
But the women's tag team titles could go to any brand. There's only one in all three brands, so they can go with it. Ken Vic's here.
What's up, Ken Vic? Oh, how's our guy today? How's our guy? Tips, that's Ken Vic. That's why Dan's name is Dan Vic.
How you doing, Ken? Thanks for watching. I don't think Alexa Bliss makes sense. I know Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. I feel strongly could stand toe to toe with Jade Cargill. I can't see Tiffany, Asuka, or Alexa. Kiana James is too fresh. I know we need to build up the younger talent, but she's too fresh.
No, I that would sicken me. Crissi Rae?
Sorry.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Hey. That was in the box.
Yeah, I think. What are we talking about?
We're talking about the SmackDown move. Who's going to move to Smack? Which two wrestlers do you think can actually beat Jade Cargill and will make the move to SmackDown? That's practically.
Honestly, I think they could all beat her because she only had like 3 moves.
All right. I like it. we'll move along. Let's get to the main event. Let's get to the men's Elimination Chamber match. Let's set it up.
Ooh, yeah. The Macho Man Randy Savage coming down from the top with the sunshine. Ooh, yeah. We got an Elimination Chamber. Dig it? Yeah. There's some guys named Randy Orton passed me up in my titles, but he ain't cool. Ooh, yeah. And there's this other guy. It's a megastar, but he'll never be the Macho Man. LA Knight. No. Javon Evans, man, he's bouncy, but he'll never bounce the elbow off someone's face like I did. Oh, yeah. And they talk about the Trick Williams. The only trick is when the Macho Man beats him in his daylight. Yeah, because I haunt people. Oh, yeah. They talk about Jay. He wants to make this play his music back. Oh, no, Macho Man don't like the music back. We're going to beat you up. No yeet. And we talk about the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. I'm leaving you the heat override because I respect your daddy. Oh, yeah.
Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, and Jey Uso. Dan, who you got? How you see it going down?
I hope any of the above win, but Jey Uso. I'm tired of his single wrestling. He is the worst. He is the worst single wrestler on the roster. He really is. He's turned himself into a meme. All he is an entrance. That's all.
Don't you want to yeet? You don't want to yeet?
No, I've always been no yeet. I've always been no yeet.
I threw that in for you.
But I think Javon Evans is going to have a hell of a showing. He's going to do something crazy off that cage. Trick Williams is going to do something crazy. He's going to eliminate someone he should not eliminate.
Uso.
I'm tired of seeing Cody Rhodes win. Crissi, I know you love him, but the story's been finished for 2 years. I'm over Cody Rhodes. I'm over Cody Rhodes. Granted, he is more fun.
I was going to say he's more fun chasing the belt.
He's more fun without the belt than he is with the belt. He is just terrible with the belt. He's boring.
I'm with you. I am 100% with you. I get it.
I want to see my guy LA Knight get what he deserves in a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's flip it over to Crissi Rae. Who you got with?
I
know
Javon is not going to win. I love me some bouncy, but I really want Randy to win. I said it earlier. I want Randy to win. I love Cody, but he's like I just said to Dan. He is more fun chasing the belt and doing the thing. I know Javon's not going to win, but like Dan said, he's going to put on a hell of a show. Trick's going to do it too. I love LA Knight, but I would love to see Randy Orton win it. So I'm going with Randy.
Got it written. Tips. Who you got and how you feeling?
All right, so here's my heart. My heart wants Randy Orton to win. He's the OG Viper Legend Killer. Cody Rhodes needs a heel turn to stay more relevant.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah, he needs a heel turn. Javon Evans and Trick Williams, they're still too young. They're not quite there yet, I don't think. Jey Uso did have his time as champ. The build up to him being champ was amazing. He won the title and then he kind of just fizzled out. He couldn't keep that momentum. So therefore, storyline wise, and what makes most sense is to have LA Knight win. I agree with Dan. I want to see him have his moment, but you rewind back a few months, the Vision took him out. So now for LA Knight to win, become champ, and then have Seth Rollins return to take him out as champ.
I love that. And that would be SummerSlam. SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I don't like Seth as a champ. He's too cocky and arrogant. I don't know. Unless he
I
turns.
love Seth Rollins, man. Seth Rollins is my
Yeah.
guy.
I don't like him as a heel. I don't like Seth as a heel.
I don't mind that. Dan, so do you like Seth as a heel or a face?
I like both, man. I like both.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like him with the Vision?
Hold on, I can't see you guys. Yeah, I like Seth Rollins as when he was the visionary. I like Seth. I just like Seth Rollins. Period.
No, did you like him with the
I think
Vision?
he's very entertaining. He puts on hell of a.
Mm-hmm.
He puts on a hell of a. Yes, I liked him with the Vision, but he got kicked out. I liked him when he was with Buddy Murphy and Austin Theory.
Yep.
When he popped Rey Mysterio's eye out, which was stupid, but that was another Vince McMahon thing. But yeah, I'm a big Seth Rollins. I'm a big Seth Rollins guy.
Dips? What do you think about that? What do you like? Do you like heel or no heel?
I like him regardless. You know, Monday Night Messiah, the Prophet, the Visionary. I just like Seth Rollins' character, his aura is you know, it's evolved so much since the the Shield days up until now, and then to pair him with Paul Heyman just elevated him like even more than I could imagine. And he has his theme song is amazing. Burn It Down comes out, and then he just like does this, and he's always wearing these crazy clothes. Like that, his whole fashion is crazy. On a side note, my brother-in-law was just in LA. Yeah, correct. My brother-in-law was just in LA this past weekend visiting his family, and he said he ran into Seth Rollins at the mall, and that he tried chasing him down for an autograph, and he was able to get an autograph for him.
What just happened, Crissi Rae?
Zarya just killed Sol Ruka.
Oh crap! Sol Ruka's getting her ass. Whoa! Oh, we knew that was coming though. We know, but that was random. Why would she do that?
I'm so sorry.
No, it's live. This is live. People are watching. We know that. No. So I agree with what everybody said. I want to see LA Knight win that as well, too. And so for me, when I saw Trick Williams and Drew McIntyre's lock eyes, you actually got to see both those big ass dudes next to each other. And it looked good. But as you guys were talking about earlier, Evans and Trick shouldn't win this match. They're too green. And to go up against McIntyre, that means McIntyre's going to end up probably winning that match. So I will say this. I'll go back to what Dan said a few weeks ago, that Drew McIntyre is going to interfere in this match. At the same time, the interference, now he might not be the first one that interferes. I feel that Jacob Fatu is going to interfere in this match as well, too. And that'll be where Cody, Drew, and Jacob Fatu have the triple threat match. That's what we were talking about earlier. It was really weird when Fatu didn't get in this match because I really thought he was. But for me, in interference-wise, I don't think there's any way Drew McIntyre does not keep himself out of that cage. I feel he gets in that cage, he determines who the winner is, and he fights that winner at WrestleMania. But maybe there's some turmoil, and then that's where maybe somebody works in. But as a 1-1 finish, as of right now, I think Cody Rhodes is going to win it. I really think they want to see Rhodes and Drew. Nobody wants to see it, but I think that's the straight up match for me. Now, talking about Drew McIntyre interfering in this match, Crissi Rae, do you think that's possible? And do you think that it's going to change the outcome of this match, which would then mean Cody probably loses?
Well, yeah, we already said he's going to interfere some way, somehow.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to interfere somewhere. He's gonna go after Cody. He's going after Cody. 100. Going after Cody. What?
that could get Cody eliminated.
Yeah.
What if Jacob Fatu beats Cody's ass and locks himself in the cage, kind of like what Brock did a few years ago?
Takes his
Or is
spot.
that Braun Strowman? What's that, Tips?
Like takes his spot essentially.
Yeah. Hurts him. He can't continue. Pops in, locks the door. Now he's in there.
Yeah.
That would be crazy, but I don't see that happening. I think McIntyre keeps it. I think.
I also want to see Randy and Cody go at it one time too. Fight.
But would that be a SummerSlam match if Cody beats McIntyre? Then Orton and Cody SummerSlam.
I think Orton and Cody would go. What's the one after right before Mania?
No, this is the one before Mania. Are you saying after Backlash?
Yeah, but maybe Backlash. Whoever, maybe one of these matches gets put on Backlash.
Tips?
I think Jacob Fatu can't be overlooked. He has to. I'm not saying he's going to get involved, but right now the storyline is Cody going after Fatu because Fatu cost him the title. So he's not in the match. So there has to be an end to that story. And
that's
So I mean, I could see Fatu getting involved, but I also could see McIntyre getting involved. There's 4 guys we're talking about, right? Yeah, 3 guys plus Sammy. So, and Sammy's not even in the mix. I think they're saving Sammy for next year when they go to WrestleMania to have his moment at Mania next year.
Okay, I like that.
Because they're having it back in Saudi Arabia, so he's really big over there. So I can envision that having his moment at WrestleMania next year.
I like that. That's really cool. All right, I think we kind of whipped that out. And Dan, do you think McIntyre is getting in there?
Am I the only one that I don't want to see Sammy as champion, but I don't want to see Sami Zayn as champ.
Well, he have his WrestleMania moment, but he won't win
at
the
all
champ
ever.
You don't want to?
Yeah, he's the ultimate mid carder. Leave him in the mid card. No, leave him in the mid card where he belongs.
I'm with you. I don't. I don't either.
He has zero personality. Just nothing. There's nothing there. He's a hell of a performer in the ring. What was your question before I interrupted?
Drew McIntyre's interference. I know we went on. Drew McIntyre's interference in the match results in the match winner.
Yeah, either him or Jacob Fatu, like you guys said. One of the two will determine who wins.
I like that. So, to kind of add perspective to this, why I kind of love doing these shows also, and this being the first show that we've ever done like this, is because sometimes DraftKings does put a free pool up on their site. It's just free to play, and you just answer wrestling questions. So this is why that's what started a lot of these wrestling breakdowns, these shows, because I wanted to at least give people a good insight, because people like us can pick these and get at least most of them correct. If you get, the one time I got one wrong, I won $25, and first place won $450, and a lot of people tied for first place. So for me, when there's an opportunity to win money for free, just answering wrestling questions, this is why having a show. Somebody like Tips or Crissi Rae, Dan, or myself, he'd override, kind of looking at it, going at it a different angle in the way that they've played. They didn't do that. I can see them doing it for Mania. I don't know if they'll do it for the Elimination Chamber, but they have done it for the Elimination Chamber. And sometimes they'll just focus on the men's Elimination Chamber, and they'll have different numbers. So it's kind of why I love this show format, and to walk through and to talk wrestling and to, talk about this event, because these are the questions that they do ask on those polls. So even if there isn't one for the Elimination Chamber, you're going to see one for WrestleMania. So I love it, man. I mean, we're all about the same thing. I think the WWE kind of was in kind of a downplay mood right now. I haven't liked the way they've kept people off TV, pulled people back on, kept these two products like last time the other two champs fought, and then now we got these guys fighting. So it's now they're almost like getting back to picking and choosing, giving a lighter load. And maybe that's what they're trying to do, is to get that lighter load to get into it. So let's before we get to the last topic, one topic I wanted to bring up, AJ Styles Hall of Fame. Was that amazing to watch, Dan?
Absolutely. AJ Styles deserves it. He's one of the best to ever do it. And he's in my top 10 of all time.
Crissi Rae?
Yeah, that was great. I enjoyed that last night.
Tips.
It was awesome. I remember watching AJ Styles growing up in TNA and now, his whole career. And yeah, it's just the way they did it was awesome. The way they announced it, how Taker came out as American Badass. And that was awesome. I thought he was going to issue him a challenge or something. Ended up swerving the opposite direction. That was awesome.
Yeah, with the coat. He was like, hey, you might need that or something. I was waiting for that.
Yeah. Unfinished business. I was like, oh, it's happening.
That was a key right there. Dan, when you heard that, did you feel the same way?
Yeah, but then I looked at The Undertaker. He could barely stand up straight, man. That dude cannot take another match.
Crissi felt the same way too. Crissi was crying.
You don't have to tell on me.
Hey, AJ deserves it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
My secret.
I think it was great to see Frankie Kazarian come back and pull Abyss out that locker. That was cool.
Yeah, that was in WWE. Yes.
Yeah, Abyss in WWE.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was cool. I wish that he would have came out like his own intro. That would have been, and have all his past teammates there. Robbie Roode was there, and who almost was there. Just have all his past. That would have been cool. That would have. Dan.
The Good Brothers were there, man. Finn Balor came out. They had the reunion of the
Bullet Club.
Bullet Club, yeah.
Yeah, the Bullet Club. I mean, it was great to see. To me, AJ Styles was this generation's Shawn Michaels in the ring.
Yep.
I agree. I want to say this right now, and no disrespect to anybody that was on TNA Impact at that time. At the time John Cena was ruling the WWE, AJ Styles ruled everything else. There's no way he didn't. The respect, the high-flying moves from X Division to 5-sided rings. This man put his body on the thing. And not only did that, when he did his little acting during the C-word era with The Undertaker, that whole skit was hilarious. Not a regular wrestler could not do that. A tune could not do that. But AJ Styles and The Undertaker sold that barnyard, hearse-driving, crazy movie-like match that took like 20 minutes, man. But it was great to see, and that is the legacy that AJ Styles brings to the WWE. That's what he brought. He came on a timeline knowing that his back wasn't going to get any better, but he was finally given the chance to be a champion in the WWE. And for me, that's when the WWE does it right. And that's why I still to this day love the WWE. All right. Last question of the show, and we'll get out of here. We've brought him up a lot. Is Chris Jericho a headliner for the Hall of Fame? That's why I brought that up, because if they bring Jericho back as a regular person after his contract or maybe whatever, and Gunther retires him, then he would be then retired just like Cena leading into next year. I'm going to kick this off with Crissi Rae. Is Chris Jericho a headliner of the Hall of Fame? Is he worthy to be the headliner like The Undertaker, like John Cena? Is his legacy that of a headliner or just an underliner?
This year?
Next year.
Not next year. It'll be John Cena next year, but yeah, eventually, yes.
John Cena's this year.
No, he's not.
He didn't get announced. He didn't get announced, huh?
He's not this year. It's Stephanie and AJ Styles this year. He's not.
All right.
He's not. John Cena's not in the Hall of Fame yet.
Okay, so that's my prediction for this year is John Cena. Okay, that's what I got. I'm under the interpretation that John Cena is the headline. I thought that that's what this whole year was. It was the last rap leading up to the headline. You don't think so?
It's AJ.
Okay, well, what about the year after? In the future, I mean, this is anything. Is Chris Jericho?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Do you think he'll be a headliner, or do they just underline him?
I don't.
It's hard. It's hard.
I don't know.
All right, Dan.
I don't know.
I mean, he was the first ever unified champion in the WWE. He has the all-time greatest debut in the WWE.
Against The Rock.
He is what Grand Slam champion. He went against the best of the Attitude Era and this era. I mean, I don't see how there's any way he's not a lock for the Hall of Fame. And if not headliner, he's a co-headliner when he does make it.
Okay. Tips?
Yeah. I agree with Dan. Had debuted in 1999. Had I think the most iconic debut again, and he debuted when The Rock was in the ring. So that tells you how long he's been around.
Yeah.
First unified champion. He helped elevate the Intercontinental title at the time.
Yep.
He was a great tag team champion. And he had probably one of the most interesting storylines of the characters. And he also was, John Cena included. So I can't see why they wouldn't make him a headliner. He deserves it. I feel like he's earned it. He's still active. He helped elevate another company, AEW, to where it's at now. He may not be currently wrestling, but yes, he does deserve his swan song. He deserves like John Cena. He deserves his
send off.
His send off. He earned it. He deserves it. Yeah. I
agree with all of that. And so on the Pot of Thunder, we call him Tooge, but Chris Jericho outside of that has done so much more. First of all, we talk about Fozzy. We talk about the WWE giving Chris Jericho and Fozzy screen time back when Fozzy started, when everybody would make and still make fun of Fozzy. So he crossed over into another genre. He became popular with, of course, songs like Judas, etc. SOS. He's made some remakes. Even his new songs that he's had. That has always elevated me to being a Chris Jericho fan. I liked seeing Chris Jericho back in the WCW days when he would do the pom-pom thing on the top of his head, which was an ode to Gene Simmons' Kiss, which is why he's part of quarantine right now. It's a huge part of his life. And for me, to take him from there, to go never, ever, and to move it along to the big show, as you guys talked about with the tag teams, he wanted to be called Jericho Show. He loved it. But he says Vince hated that. We go to of course, beating The Rock and Stone Cold, becoming the unified champion, the first unified champion. The WWE doesn't just give out shit titles like that unless that person is worth the buck. Jericho was worth the buck when he became Y2J, making me change my name to Y2R during that time. I was making people call me Y2R. I was highlighting Y2R everywhere. Ray knows this. That's when I became Jericho. Mr. Shirt Open, flashy, flipping around. Good stuff.
Wild. Wild.
Talk about you. Yeah, I am a wild man. Talk about the evolution of Chris Jericho from the Painmaker to what he's doing right now with AEW, as you all have talked about, to elevate another company, to go to another company. But yet, even during all this time, while he's doing that with Ozzy, creates that band Quarantine I'm talking about. This man is like a busy beaver. He's putting himself out there. And I think that overall, it's a disjustice if Chris Jericho is not the headliner when he enters the WWE Hall of Fame. He needs to break that wall down. What's up, everybody? You feel the same? You feel it? This is what we do. Because I'm pushing it, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, even what he's doing with the learning tree or whatever. What was it called? In AEW. Yeah, everything he was doing with the learning tree. I mean, it was great. It was great.
And the list.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
that with that and KO, that should have headlined that WrestleMania, but it opened that WrestleMania, which was crazy.
About that.
That should have headlined that WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. He said they had so much pop in that. And bringing up the list, when I dressed as Macho Man and went to that Twitter at the time and announced him up, he went on there and called me an idiot. I made the list.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
I add in some more. This man deserves this. We need to get on this committee. Chris Jericho needs a headline, right?
He does. He does. He's everything he touches is great. Turns to gold. He puts his own spin on it. You know, like we've talked about so many storylines or so many gigs that he's done, and not outside, like you said, outside of wrestling, he's doing Fozzy, doing Quarantine. He's he's just a great mentor and a great person to look up to. You know, like I said, he debuted on WWE in 1999. I was 8 years old, 7, 8 years old, you know, and fast forward to 2026.
Oh my God, I was 19.
I was graduating high school. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You were about to say something. What were you about to add there?
Oh, I mean, even when he only had 30 seconds to talk on WCW back in the day, in like 96, 97.
Yeah, we did that.
He only had 30 seconds to talk, but he would list off moves that Dean Malenko couldn't do. He was the man of what, 1,002 moves, and he would just read the list. That's all he would do. He would get in the ring and just read a list for 30 seconds, and they would cut to the next segment.
I forgot about that.
I mean, whatever he does was great.
Crissi?
I got nothing. Guys are wilding out. I can't.
I'm going to tell you this. The fact that he does everything we said and goes on the Pot of Thunder to break down songs. He was just on there 2 weeks ago, and he did. What did he do? He did. He was on episode 638 with Mike Aberdeen, and they did the song "Take My Heart Away" by Bill Conti from the 1976 motion picture Rocky. Why'd they do that one? Why don't they just do freaking No Easy Way Out? That's what I'm going to get. One of these days, I'm going to get a hold of Jericho, and I'm going to get him on. He loves Spectre General, which is like, so Spectre General was named another band in their Canadian band, and they were on the Transformers 1986 soundtrack, Transformers the movie. They sing a couple of songs, Instruments of Destruction, I think, and Hunger. Hunger is one of their songs. So he loves them. The fact that he does all this, that's why I left this for last. Ending it with the Hall of Fame, and then putting it together with a headliner with Chris Jericho. Together, man.
I think he should be a co-headliner with John Cena, but
okay.
If he's not with John Cena, he should definitely headline. But if he's with John Cena, he should co-headline.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree. I could see it both ways. You know, whether John Cena goes in this year with AJ Styles, to your point, when John Cena was crushing it in WWE, AJ Styles was crushing it everywhere else. but I could also see it going with Chris Jericho because they're almost two peas in a pod. Even though Chris Jericho debuted earlier than John Cena, he was around a little longer, you know. And some, like I said, some of their feuds were, it was one of the best, some of the best. Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't they have a match on Raw, and Chris Jericho got fired and left in a dumpster? Or am I thinking of?
Maybe
I don't remember that, but it probably happened.
I think
that's
I think that was
SummerSlam 2005. John Cena versus Chris Jericho. That's definitely a match. I don't know if he left in a did ever. It says so at Survivor Series, John Cena made his much anticipated return to the ring where he defeated Chris Jericho to win his first ever World Heavyweight Championship. Since then, the nefarious Jericho has been a constant thorn in the champ's side. So that I would say that probably led up to the 2008, and that's probably where the dumpster fire came from.
Because I think it was a Monday Night Raw. Eric Bischoff created a match, and then the loser would get fired because he hated John Cena, and he wanted him out. And then Chris Jericho ended up losing the match, and I think they threw him in a dumpster, and that's how he left. In a garbage truck. They put it was, and they took him out in the back. I gotta look it up. I think that's
it's hard to find. I'm trying to help you out too, man. I'm trying to find it too. I got Halloween Havoc 2008, HBK versus Jericho in a Hell in a Cell, Cena versus Triple H. So that was the thing. So it was 2005. It would have to be up there as part of that, because right now I'm not seeing it, but it's definitely got to be somewhere on there, because I do remember Jericho getting put in a garbage can.
Yeah, that really stuck in my mind. I think it was him, but I gotta find it. Find it. I do have a question. I do have a question for you guys, or you three. I don't know if we talked about it before I came on, but who do we think is the masked man?
I think
it's Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins?
Without a beard? I think it's supposed to be Seth Rollins, but I do think it is Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller playing Seth Rollins.
Yeah. I think it's Waller. When they did the mouth thing, it's very like blocky. So I could be wrong. Maybe it's Danhausen. Maybe he comes out with a mask on.
Yeah, I like those ideas.
I think it's Seth.
I hope it's Seth. I would like it to be Seth.
They're probably going to have to do away with all of that because everyone in the division is hurt. Everyone.
Yeah, they're going to hurt.
Yeah, no, you're right. No.
Seth coming back. He's not hurt no more.
Yeah. There it is.
I think it's either Grayson Waller or my long shot in the dark is Bad Bunny.
I would never watch WWE again.
Yeah,
You're lying.
Ever. I would switch. I would switch to AEW if it was Bad Bunny.
They're talking about Bad Bunny fighting somebody else. So, but that would be funny. I think. Who is he talking about? Who are they matching him up with? I can't remember. Somebody said something. It probably ended up being Damian Priest again, but I thought I saw a rumorville that Bad Bunny might be one of the celebrity match for WrestleMania this year. But we'll see. We'll hold that to that.
Because the whole storyline behind that is when Bad Bunny performed at the halftime show, Logan Paul said he wasn't going to watch it. And they kind of made it a point to get that on TV. So maybe that's kind of where it's coming from.
Yeah, no, they have. There's been some memes made about it too. There's been some reporting about it on the Logan Paul part. So that's why he targeted Logan Paul on the announcement table.
Correct.
That I will say that if that is that will say that's it. It was Logan Paul. It's Logan Paul. That's what I was thinking because you just brought it right to my head. It was Logan Paul that I was thinking of, and that's a celebrity versus celebrity. It's a good way to get them both in. Bad Bunny isn't too bad in the ring, so I could see them pulling off some crazy moves, but I think Logan Paul would be the perfect guy to pair him with because Logan Paul's an amazing athlete. I love Logan Paul.
Ew.
I like Logan Paul as a wrestler. He's great in the ring, but
that's what I mean.
I've had enough with the celebrities thinking they could wrestle. Just leave them at home, or interview them and keep them out of the ring.
Right.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Travis Scott ruined WrestleMania last year.
He did.
He showed why sometimes you shouldn't have those people in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be forever the factor that changed the day. All right. Well, I think we've gone long enough. I'm hoping to catch some JC Jane out there.
No, you're not. You already missed your girl.
Oh, yeah, I missed them both. Stole Ruka.
Yeah,
So
they fought each other.
Maybe she.
Poor you.
That's okay. I'll go watch a replay. So we'll go to Dan first. I want to say thanks for coming on, Dan. Different show, always fun talking wrestling. Let's see if we can get some of these questions right?
That's right, man. Hopefully, and I hope LA Knight gets his shine, man. I hope he wins that match.
Hey, I don't know whose idea this was to bring me on, but here I was. Have a nice night.
Well, thank you for coming on. I kind of got you into it. Tips, thank you as well, too.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me on. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Crissi. It was a pleasure. Hopefully do more of these. Everybody else, too sweet. There you go.
Too sweet. There we go. I will say this will be something I want to do at least more than once a month if we can. If not, we'll just keep it to at least the big pay-per-views, the Tuesday prior before the big pay-per-views. My Tuesdays are now open. I'm trying to do a lot of my review podcasts on Sunday. So that's it. Also, after I get back from my surgery, season 9 of Bring the Pain will be coming out. So that'll be a nice little break. Take the surgery, get back, and then get everything going. But this was a great time. I loved a lot of this. I want one of these times, like I said, to get those polls so we can give a chance for all of us and everybody out there to win some money. But we know it, guys. Let's all watch some wrestling, have some beers, eat some food, and always remember to bring the pain. Ooh, yeah.
Thanks for stopping by the office. Get your fantasy prescription by subscribing to the channel and checking out drroto.com. Until the next visit, be well and take care.